Out there, live stream land, those of you here at Dogmode, this is the Prehistoric Plunge, second and final air retrieve attempt of, or excuse me, splash of the weekend. We have 16 dogs in air retrieve splash 102. First up will be your event coordinator and head trainer at Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training. This is Teresa and the Belgian Malinois puppy, Osa. Bumper set, 14 feet off the end. Teresa and Osa, attempt number 1 coming up right here. Belgian Malinois puppy, Osa right here. This girl has a humongous future in dock diving. The next successor in the line of Belgian Malinois from Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training. That a girl, Osa Bear. That a girl. Peasy, 14 feet off the end of the dock. Those of you new to this sport, what this is, that stationary bumper hangs there 2 feet over the surface of our dock, which equates to 4 feet over the surface of the pool. Every time you see a successful catch like that, the bumper is going to move out in 1 foot increments. Each team is allowed a total of 3 minutes or any one distance, then their turn ends. We go and go and go until that happens. That bumper will move out now to the 15-foot mark for Teresa and Osa. Each team, they will get 45 seconds once we call this bumper set here.
Bumper set.
45-second countdown begins now. Attempt number 1 coming 15 feet off the end of the dock. Little Osa has a personal best of 17 feet in air retrieve. Just barely learning this game. Look at that girl go, absolutely no height. And if these were distance jumps, that's a 26, 27-foot jump without leaving the surface of the dock. Absolutely zero lift in a 27-foot distance jump. We're going to move out one more time to 16 feet off the end of the dock. Get more runs like those last 2. This isn't even going to be a challenge.
Bumper set at 16.
Bumper set, 45-second countdown begins. Here we go, attempt number 1. That a girl, Osa Bear, right back out there to that 27-foot mark. Good girl, Osa Bear, good girl. Three grabs on the score sheet so far. Now we're going to move that out 1 more foot to 17 feet off that dock. This would tie an Osa personal best. Huge, huge jumping, tiny little female Belgian Malinois. Hasn't even started her distance career yet. Probably another year away on that for her body to develop a little bit more. Attempt number 1 coming up right here. 17 feet off the end, 45 seconds. And there's her tug. Gonna swim back on out. Try again, 17 feet off the end of the dock. This will be our second and final attempt coming off the dock, 17 feet. We either get a catch here and move on to 18 feet and tie a personal best, or a miss here would unfortunately be a double miss at 17 feet, ending their air retrieve splash. Looking for a big, big grab here. Run like that attempt at 15 and 16 feet. This won't be a problem either. Good girl, Osa Bear, and that will be the final of their splash. Final score coming in 16 feet off the end. Good girl, Osa Bear. tying her current average. That is third time ever competing. Got 15 feet, 17 feet, and 16 feet. And she's done that. Had a full run on the dock yet. Think about that. She's into a full run on the dock. Already did jumping 27 feet without hitting the surface of the dock in any way. No elevation at all. That girl has a super bright future in this sport. Huge goals for that girl from Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring Lou, the Roadster, and Kylie.
Practice set at 14.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Good girl, Roadster. This girl as well, brand new to the sport. Huge future for this girl too. What's the plan, Lou? Okay, we're going to stay right there for attempt number 1, coming up at 14 feet off the end of the dock. That is where that practice attempt came from.
Bumper set at 14.
Bumper set, 14 feet off the end. Attempt number 1 coming up right here for the little Roadster. Good girl, Roadster. Roadster has a current average of 15 feet 8 inches in air retrieve. You ask, how can they possibly have an 8-inch at 15-foot 8-inch average in air retrieve, even though everything's only in even numbers? Basically divide the last 5 scores, or up to the last 5 scores, whatever that number is. For our calculations, in this case it's 15 feet and 8 inches. We roll it down to 15 feet. Perfect.
Bumper set at 15.
Bumper now set 15 feet off the end of the dock. Attempt number 1 coming up right here. Good girl, Roadster. Made that look awfully easy. Good girl. Next up, we will be 16 feet off the end of the dock. Once again, moving out in 1-foot increments.
Bumper set at 16.
Bumper now set 16 feet off the end of the dock. I believe this would tie a roadie personal best in air retrieve. I don't have that stat right in front of me. Good girl, Roadster. Moving on out 1 foot at a time. This little girl also has a huge, huge future, just starting the game. Set a personal best this weekend in distance of 23 feet 7 inches with all-world junior handler Michaela Browning. No misses yet for the Roadster on her card. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 17 feet off the end. I think this would be a brand new personal best. Statistician Julie Hatch, is that correct? This would be a new personal best?
Bumper set at 17.
Bumper set 17 feet off the end. Oh, good girl. And okay, 30-second break coming up. Julie verified that for me. We're now at 17, correct. This would be a new personal best for Rhodey as well. Do me a favor. Countdown begins now. Timeout is over. Second and final attempt coming up right here. 17 feet off the end. We get a catch here. We get a new personal best and move on to 18 feet. Miss here does unfortunately end our air retrieve splash 102 for Rhodey. Let's go get it, kid. Shooting for a brand new personal best right here. Oh, good girl, Roadster.
Good try, girl.
And that will unfortunately be a double miss at that 17-foot mark, just like Osa did, and that will end their day as well with a final score of 16 feet off the end of the dock. You got it now? Up on the dock, this is Denise Cunningham and her huge jumping yellow Labrador Retriever. This is Bourbon. Practice attempt coming up right here, 16 feet off the end of the dock. Good boy, Bourbon. Practice attempt right there, 16 feet off the end. Okay, attempt number one coming up right here, 17 feet off the end.
She started at 17.
Correct. First official attempt coming up right here, 17 feet off the end of that dock for Denise and big jumping Bourbon. Brand new dog to the sport. I think this is his third, maybe fourth time doing this. Already got a huge personal best of 19 feet. First attempt coming up right here. That bumper set 2 feet over the surface of the dock, 17 feet out. Good man, Bourbon. Now that bumper going out to 18 feet off the end. And we got it. Good boy, Bourbon. I'm going to double check. First attempt at oops, I wrote that wrong. First attempt at 19 feet will be Bourbon's first miss.
Also got his title.
Yep. Congratulations to Teresa and Osa. That will be their air retrieve senior title. Right now, Bourbon trying to get him out of the pool. Sometimes a challenge during air retrieve, especially now that he did not see his tug. Bourbon's a big dummy when it comes to air retrieve. Now we're on. Final run coming up right here, 19 feet off the end for Bourbon. First attempt was a miss. We either get a catch here, tie a personal best, move on to 20 feet, or that same scenario, if we get a miss here, we are unfortunately done for air retrieve slash 102. Final attempt right here. Good boy, Bourbon. That is a big, big, big catch. Now we have 2 more misses remaining. We got that catch at 19 feet, tying a personal best. You already got it, mister.
That way, Bourbon. Wait, what was it? How many? Sorry, where are we at?
This will be moving to 20 feet.
So we've got this one miss.
Correct. First miss at 19. So now we have 2 more misses. Two more misses now on the card. Get a bonus miss thanks to that grab right there. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 20 feet off the end of the dock for Denise and Bourbon. This would be a brand new air retrieve personal best for Denise and Bourbon. Got a huge distance personal best, just under 27 feet. This is a very gettable number for them. Oh, good man, Bourbon. That will be unfortunately miss number 2. You silly man, Bourbon. That's, get your tug. He had it and spit it out. Second and final attempt coming up right here, 20 feet off the end of that dock for Denise and Bourbon. This is a big, big, big air retrieve jump coming up right here. Oh, near miss, buddy. Give them a final score of 19 feet in air retrieve. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring us to Abigail Myers and her yellow-red Labrador Retriever Data. This boy set a huge personal best just this last splash in distance with a great score of 23 feet 8 inches. Very, very new to air retrieve, just starting out in this game. Data has an air retrieve personal best of 14 feet. That jump was an official jump coming in 11 feet off the end of the dock. Now we're going to move out one more foot. That one you don't have. Now that bumper will go out to 12 feet. First attempt coming up right here. Abby and Data, once again, they own a personal best of 14 feet in air retrieve. This bumper now set 12 feet off the end. Here we go, buddy. Beautiful run and jump and a catch at 12 feet for Abby and Data. We're going to move that toy out one more foot. This time it will sit 2 feet over the end of that dock, as well as 13 feet off the end. This is our second and final air retrieve splash here at the Prehistoric Plunge at Dogmode.
So are we at 12 or 13?
Now going to 13 feet. Oh, near miss, Data. First miss coming in 13 feet off the end there. That puts us in an area of jeopardy. We'll be get one more run here at this 13-foot mark. Catch will move us on to 14 feet. Miss here does end their air retrieve splash. We're looking for a good run and good jump and a catch here 13 feet off the end for Abby and Data. And it fell. Good boy, Data. That's going to count as a catch. Does not have to come down in his mouth, only has to be unhooked from both of those hooks. We may have to fix those cords after that, though. Those things spun a long, long ways. That was 13. His personal best is 14. And we got those cords untangled, getting it set up, ready to go here. This jump would tie Data's personal best. We get a grab here. We have a personal best tied at 14 feet. Duke, Duska, and Bella due up next. Come on, bumper. Oh, that one's not gonna fall. That, unfortunately, will be miss number 2. Second and final run coming up right here, 14 feet off the end. Get a catch here, tie a personal best, move on to 15 feet. Unfortunately, if we don't get that catch, we will end with the final score of 13 feet. Second and final run coming up right here for Abby and Data. And we got it, tying a personal best. That a boy, Data. Good boy, tied a personal best right there with that jump. We're gonna move that bumper out one more foot to the 15-foot mark. This would be a brand new personal best. We're only going to get one attempt at this, though. Either we get it, get a new personal best, move on to 16 feet, but we are down to our very final miss for Abby and Data. All or nothing on this one, buddy. Let's go get it. Bumper set, 45-second countdown begins. Here we go, looking for a personal best. Oh, didn't get our best push off the end. Unfortunately, we're going to end right there. We did tie a personal best with a great catch of 14 feet there. So 14. On the dock, that's going to bring us to Janae and Duke. That would have been funny, though.
Sorry. Break the system down. This is personal best.
Bumper set, 16 feet off the end. This will be their first official attempt down the dock for Duke. Duke owns a personal best of 19 feet in air retrieve. This boy just set a fan. Yeah, buddy, you just about went over it with your feet. Good boy. That was 16 feet. That boy just set a monster personal best in distance over 26 feet at 26 feet. Was it 5, Jules? Do you remember? It was either 26 feet, 5, or 7, something like that. I can't remember. That's too many numbers for my simple mind. It might be right here.
No.
Well, that's yesterday.
I'm sitting there saying,
Good boy, Duke. Another catch, 17 feet off the end. Yeah, it's not. It was set that personal best in distance of 26 feet and 7 inches. Easy peasy grab coming in there, 17 feet off the end for Duke. On a roll today with this boy. We're going to move that bumper out one more foot to 18 feet off the end. Once again, that toy always suspended 2 feet over the surface of the dock, which equates to 4 feet over the surface of the water. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 18 feet off the end for Janae and Duke. That a boy, Duke. That a boy.
good boy, Duke.
Now we're moving that out one more foot. That bumper is going to be setting 19 feet off the end of that dock. This would tie a Duke personal best. We got this, buddy. We got that personal best in distance. Let's set one in air retrieve now. Go get it, buddy. Oh, good run, mister. Good run. That was a good miss. Very good attempt. Just didn't quite get it. Yep. Timeout coming right here. 30-second timeout begins. Thank you, Julie. I was ill-prepared that time. Wasting your timeout, buddy. You got all the bumpers, mister. All the bumpers.
seconds. Time.
Time's up. 45-second countdown begins right now. Second and final attempt at 19 feet right. And easy peasy. That a boy, Duke. That tied a personal best. Now we have 2 more misses. Good job, buddy. That was a good one. What a day for the big man Duke, tying a personal best in air retrieve, crushing his distance personal best. Now going for a new personal best, 20 feet off the end of that dock. We can get this, buddy. Very capable right here. Bumper set, 45-second timer begins. Oh, buddy, you hit it. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. We get one more crack at this, mister. Let's go get it. Second and final run coming right here, 20 feet off the end for Janae and Duke. Looking for a brand new personal best, trying to get both personal bests on the same exact day.
Come on.
Come on, Bumper, come on, fall! Fall! Oh, that was so stinking close, buddy. Tying his personal best and 1 clip away from setting another personal best. Good man, Duke.
Instant replay.
Let's show that again, Jules. That was so close to a brand new personal best and 1 clip away from a new personal best. Oh, so close. Official score for Duke coming in 19 feet. So next up, that was amazing. Great job, Duke. We were 1 clip away from 2 personal bests in both disciplines in 1 day. Pretty hard to do by a veteran dog.
Not Duke.
That's right, not for Duke. We just about got them both in 1 day. We tied 1 and set 1. That's pretty incredible, big boy. Brand new team on the dock right here. This is Michaela and Duska. Practice attempt coming up 6 feet off the end right here. Good girl, Duska. That was the practice attempt. Now our first jump coming right here. Silly girl, you know how to get out of the pool.
Start now.
At 6. I think this. Payback is fair game. Payback is fair game. I'm just not sure what the payback was for, but it sounded good. Good girl, Duska. Unfortunately, that will be miss number 1, 6 feet off the end. First ever time competing in air retrieve for this team right here. Duska. Good girl. We understand the game now, I think. I think the light bulb just went off. Unfortunately, though, it will be a double miss at 6 for Duska. So your score. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring us to All-World Junior Handler, founding member of the Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training National Junior Team, Michaela and her little doodle Bella. Good girl, Bella. And I did that wrong. We're going to change that. For Bella? That's right. I knew that. That was my plan. So I had that wrong. I put that on the wrong dog.
So her first grab is
No, wait, she hasn't started yet. I. Attempt coming right here, 8 feet off the end.
she's starting it.
At 8 feet. That's my girl, Bella, Bella, Bella. We're going to move that bumper out 1 foot, now sitting 9 feet off the end for Little Miss Bella. Bumper now set 9 feet off the end, 45-second timer has begun. That's my girl. That's my Bella. Fantastic job, Bella, Bella, Bella.
Let's go to 10.
Yes. No misses. 2 catches. On deck, Jax, followed by Grim. Attempt number 1 coming up right here with that bumper suspended 10 feet off the end of the dock for Michaela and Bella. That a girl, Bella. Easy peasy, 10 feet off the end. Now we're going to move that bumper out 1 more foot to the 11-foot mark. Attempt number 1 coming up here, 11 feet off the end of that dock. That's my girl, Bella Bella. The way these two are going, this could go on for a while. One. Oh, good girl. Easy peasy. That a girl, Bella Bella.
That was 12.
Correct. 5 catches, 0 misses. Hi, Autumn. How are you? One more time, 13 feet off the end, still no misses for Michaela and Little Miss Bella. This team could go for a while. They've just started to figure this game out. They do own a distance personal best over 25 feet. Yes, no chinks in the armor just yet. That a girl, Bella. That one was 13 feet off the end. This stuff is addicting. Good idea. Gonna move that bumper out one more foot again, this time 14 feet off the end, still, as always, 2 feet over the surface of that dog. All-world junior handler, founder of the Wasatch Canine Fitness and Training National Junior Team, Michaela Brownie and her little doodle Bella. That a girl, Bella. Still going on. That was 14 feet off the end. No misses yet. Moving on up, just like George and Wheezy, to 15 feet right here.
Oh, my Lord.
Here we go. First attempt coming right here, 15 feet off the end of the dog. Oh, Bella, Bella, Bella. Good girl, Bella.
That was 15?
Okay, gonna take their 30-second break right here, right now. Good choice.
I got it.
That was a little slow to the draw. How are we on time, Hatch?
seconds.
10 seconds on the timeout log, Michaela.
Time.
45-second timer begins now. Uh-oh, Bella, Bella. No naughties, kid. No naughties. We're doing so good right now. Second and final run coming up right here. 15 feet off the end catch here. We move on to 16 feet. Miss does unfortunately end our day. Come on, fall. Come on, bumper. Let's go. Oh, and it's not going to. It's not going to. We are going to end right there. Good job. We will have an official score of 14 feet. So turn on that. This is Shannon and the Magic Stool along with Violet and Little Man Jax.
I did tell you that it was a cover.
Good Little Man Jax. That was attempt number 1, 9 feet off the end of the dock. Violet and Little Man Jax with guest holder Shannon and the Magic Stool. That bumper out 1 foot right now for Jensen and Jax to 10 feet off the end of that dock.
Started at 9. Age started at 8.
Oh, you're right. That will be miss number 1 for Jax at 10 foot off the end of the dock. Second and final run coming right here at 10 feet. We need a grab here so we can move on to that 11-foot mark. Little Man Jax has a personal best 13 feet off the end. Early exit for Jax today, unfortunately. Final score of 9 feet. the dock, this is world-class dog sport photographer Abigail Elkins of Blackstone Photography and her Dutch Shepherd Grim. Practice attempt coming up right here, 16 feet off the end. Good thing that was a practice, buddy. That was not our best run down the dock. We're going to stay right there, 16 feet off the end of the dock for attempt number 1, coming up right here for Dutch Shepherd Grim. Attempt number 1 coming up right here for Abby and Grim at 16 feet off the end. Oh, silly, silly man. Slowing down, applying the brakes on attempt number 1. Too late now, though. Take a break. Attempt number 2, second and final run coming up right here, 16 feet off the end. We need to work on that, mister. The answer is no, Abigail. On the dock, that's going to bring us to number 10 is Blitz. Is that Taylor? Hi, buddy. How are ya? No, this is Blitz. Oh, I have them both as 10. I didn't notice that. They're both listed as 10. So I'm guessing Layla's next. 10A. Layla gets to be 10A. I didn't even notice that. You have... Good boy, Blitz. So... It's going to be starting his first official attempt 15 feet off the end. Attempt number 1 come up for Big Boy Blitz. Bumper set 15 feet off the end. That's my man Blitz. Love this big boy. The big, gentle, giant Blitz. Cricket on deck, followed by Layla. Share them with yourself. Good man Blitz on the dock. Attempt number 1 coming up here 16 feet off the end. This would tie Blitz's current average of 16 feet. He does have a personal best of 17 feet in air retrieve. Good looking run and a grab. Good boy, Blitz.
That was 16?
Correct. Good boy, Blitz. That bumper out to 17 feet now. A catch here would tie Blitz personal best. Oh, good man, Blitz. Good run down the dock, though. Yes, he did miss. I did like the run, though. Yep. You got it, Hatch? Jewels all over that 30-second timeout.
Why didn't this VW?
10 seconds.
Here you go, buddy. Second and final run coming up right here, 17 feet off the end. Oh, little sidestep in the beginning threw us off. That will unfortunately end our day. Good boy. Doc, that's going to bring us to Melinda and her cute little German short-haired pointer, Little Miss Cricket. Cricket has a huge distance personal best of 24 feet 0 inches. What's our average? Cricket on the dock, starting.
Cricket?
Yep.
Well, what happened to the
Lay-
Well, you're gonna quit messing me up. Who's this? Oh, 18, 15 degrees now.
Perfect. Practice attempt coming up right here for Little Miss Cricket, 14 feet off the end. Being a silly girl today, Cricket.
She's a dark brown Dalmatian.
Oh, good girl. We had 6 seconds left. Thank you so much. Good job today.
Is that Terry?
She's heading out. Staying at 14. Bumper set, 45-second countdown has begun.
What's the start?
At 14. Look how easy that was when you run, kiddo. Good job. Glad we did that on our practice attempt. Good girl, Cricket. Attempt number 1 a success, 14 feet off the end. We're now going to move on out to 15 feet. Wrong. Bumper now set 15 feet off the end. Little Miss Cricket and Melinda. That a girl, Cricket, that a girl. Gonna move that toy out 1 more foot, this time sitting 16 feet off the end of that dock. Layla on deck, followed by Marble, Millie, Logan, Scarlet, Scout, and Bullet. If these are out of order, I apologize. My numbers are a little wonky. Backboard is official, competitors. Bumper set, 45-second timer begins. That a girl, Cricket. Unfortunately, that was our first miss, 16 feet off the end of that dog. 45-second timer begins right on exit on a miss. Oh, good girl, cricket. Fortunately, that will be a double miss and a final score of 15 feet. That will bring us to Little Miss Layla. There we go. There's Little Miss Layla. This kid is a jumping machine. That is correct. This will be a practice from 14 feet.
She's not going to know what to do when she gets on the dog.
She's got a distance personal best just under 28 feet. I think 27 feet 2 inches maybe. Good girl, Layla. What? Oh.
Minus 18.
Starting at 18? 15. Oh, gotcha. Attempt number 1 getting ready to come up here for Taylor and Layla, 15 feet off the end. Crazy. First attempt coming up right here, 15 feet off the end. Taylor and Little Miss Layla.
I lost crickets. Huh? I lost crickets.
As soon as Layla. Attempt number 1 coming up here for Little Miss Layla. Good girl, good run. Gonna move that bumper out 1 foot to 16 feet off the end. That's a lot. That's a lot. Layla. I'm going to move that out to 17 feet off the end now. Here we go, Little Miss Layla. Temp number 1 coming up right here, 17 feet off the end. Now on 17, started at 15, got 2 catches, 0. Good girl, Little Miss Layla. Now we're going to move that bumper out 1 more foot, sitting 18 feet off the end. This would tie a Layla personal best. Now on 18 feet, 3 catches, 0 misses. Temp number 1 coming up right here, 18 feet off the end. Good girl, Layla. Great run. Unfortunately, will be miss number 1.
See, this is why I keep the headphone on, because I lose focus.
No. Yep, got it. You got that one hatch. Break coming up.
So her first miss is at 18.
Yep.
Seconds. Time.
45-second timer begins now. A second and final run coming up right here, 18 feet off the end. A grab here would tie a personal best for Taylor and Layla. Oh, that was a fantastic run. Unfortunately, will be a double miss, 18 feet off the end. Good girl, Layla. 7. For Airy Tree Splash 102, this is Candy and Little Miss Marble. Marble has a disconnected Bluetooth. Attempt number 1 coming up right here for Candy and Marble, 11 feet off the end. That was official.
11?
Yep. You're going to move that bumper out 1 foot right now to 12 feet off the end of the dock.
That's your first official jump?
That one was a... Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 12 feet off the end. Near miss on attempt 1, 12 foot out. Attempt number 2, second and final run coming up right here, 12 feet off the end. And she got a catch there. We're going to move on out to 13 feet, which would tie a personal best. We're going to get 2 more misses now. Oh. Bumper set, 45-second countdown begins. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 13 feet off the end. This would tie Marble's air retrieve personal best. Oh, and that will tie our personal best. Good girl, Marble. Gonna move that bumper out one more time here, 14 feet off the end. Bumper set, 14 feet off the end. Attempt number 1 coming up right here. Miss number 2 right there coming in. First attempt at 14 feet. We get 1 more shot at this. Either a grab here at 14 feet and we move on, set a new personal best and move on to 15 feet, or a miss here would end our day, concluding with that tie of a personal best at 13 feet. Unfortunately, that will be their 3rd and final miss. Time personal best, 13 feet off the end. First ever official run at 8 feet, going to be a successful catch. Yes, ma'am. Moving that bumper now out to 9 feet off the end for Little Miss Millie. First time ever competing in air retrieve for this team. Good girl, Millie.
She's flat. She doesn't look like that.
Moving that bumper out one more time, 10 feet off the end. First ever time competing in air retrieve for this team. Good job, Millie. That was super, super simple.
We're going to 11.
Attempt number one coming up right here, 11 feet off the end, 3 catches so far, 0 misses on the cards to this point. That a girl, Millie. Millie, you are all over this. First ever time competing in.
She doesn't have a list yet, does she?
Is that 11 or at 12? Oh my gosh.
Bumper set, first attempt coming up right here, 12 feet off the end of that dock. Here we go, Little Miss Millie. And easy peasy one more time. That a girl, you got this. Good girl, Millie. Good girl, Little Miss Millie.
Oh, there's a duck up there. They're trying to feed it.
Moving that bumper out one more time now, 13 feet off the end. Attempt number one coming up right here for Caitlin and Millie. Unfortunately, miss number one for Little Miss Millie, who thinks if she dives to the bottom of the pool, she can find the toy that's not there. There you go, kid. Good girl.
What are we on?
First miss at 13 feet just happened.
With 5 grabs?
Correct.
4?
5.
Yeah.
No, that's why I said correct.
Look what's out of my mom's ports right now. guess
Right on the porch?
I guess it went in the bushes. They were out there trying to give it food and water. Like my mom, that's what triggered the doorbell alarm.
Second and final run coming right here, 13 feet off the end of that dock. Catch here, we move on one more step to 14 feet off the end. Miss does unfortunately. Oh. Good run, Millie. That will conclude their day, though. That's going to bring us to Abigail Myers and Not So Lazy Logan. Boys had a heck of a weekend so far. Wild Man Logan is back. Bumper set for a practice attempt 8 feet off the end for Wild Man Logan. That a boy, Wild Man. Not So Lazy Logan.
What was it?
That was a practice.
Where we starting?
I'm not sure yet.
Why don't you know?
Where are we starting? 12. Oh, that is the lowest you can start, yep. Wild Man Logan starting 12 feet off the end. His numbers are still skewed from before he had TPLO surgery on his knee. That a boy, Wild Man Logan. Big grab, 12 feet off the end. That is a big, big step for him.
Okay, what happened?
First catch starting at 12, now moving to 13. Not So Lazy Logan, here we go, buddy. Hello, Wendy. When did you show up? Really? I think you're full of it. Nobody saw you at all. You're full of it.
Wendy, I was thinking about you earlier today. No, but stop filming.
Wild Man Logan, unfortunately missed number one there, 13 feet off the end. Good run, buddy. Near miss. That unfortunately will be the end of their day, but that was a fantastic run there for Wild Man Logan. bring us to Little Miss Scarlet. Nicole's breaking stuff. Scarlet, Scout. Is Scout out there? We're skipping Scout in front of Scarlet because they're getting skipped right now.
What? Scout.
We're skipping Scarlet because they're not ready. So we're going to Scout. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 6 feet off the end for Southpaw Sarah and Scoutmaster.
Wait, we're starting at 6? Says a 12 foot average.
It's an 8-foot. Good girl, Scouty. Attempt number 1, 6 feet off the end of the dock. Going to be catch number 1. Move that bumper out 1 time.
I forgot.
You know, I have this friend. She's really cute and nice, and I love her, but I can't remember what she looks like.
That bumper now out 7 feet, or 2 7 feet, not 7 more feet, sorry. Here we go, Scout, AKA Toots. Good girl. Bumper now going out 1 more foot, 8 feet off the end of the dock. 2 catches so far, 0 misses. Scarlet on deck, followed by Bullet. But now you're done. Good girl, Scouty. We're going to move that bumper out 1 more time. Now we'll be 9 feet off the end of that dock.
What?
Scout. Yep. That a girl, Scouty. Easy catch, 9 feet off the end. Moving out again to 10 now. Once again, that toy suspended 2 feet over the surface of that dock. This time it will be 10 feet off the end. Attempt number 1 coming up right here, 10 feet off the end. That a Girl Scouty.
Oh, why is it? Oh, I'm not recording, dang it. Okay, we'll do it on the next one. That has to be recorded. So I got.
Bumper now set, moving out 11 feet off the end. Started all the way back at 6, still going. Fortunately, that will be miss number 1, 11 feet off the end.
So we're still at 10?
No.
We're at 11?
We caught. That a Girl Scouty, that a girl. That gives us 2 more misses to use now. Hatch. Moving that bumper out to 12 feet off the end of the dock. Only utilizing 12 feet of running surface right now for Sarah and Scout. Oh. Second and final attempt coming up right here, 12 feet off the end. Here we go, Scouty.
That's the wrong one. Go.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry.
Good girl, Scout.
Pulled up the how many licks to do it.
Oh, yeah, it always usually does.
Okay, I'm gonna go let my dogs potty. We'll chat.
Pro Scouty going to finish with a final score of 11 feet. That almost sounded. Remain in air retrieve, back-to-back golden retrievers coming at us here. First, the one that was asleep at the wheel just a moment ago. This is Taylor and Scarlett. Bullet will round out air retrieve.
I just thought that.
Yeah, I didn't need. Attempt 16 feet off the end right here for Taylor and Little Miss Scarlett. Apparently Scarlett's much more ready to go than her father is after that asleep at the wheel version out there. Scarlett's angry now, though. She had to wait extra long. Good girl, Scarlett. Attempt number one going to come up right here, 17 feet off the end of that dog.
Is this, whoa, hello, I almost fell.
Please don't.
This is Scarlet, right?
Correct. This is Scarlet.
My gosh. Well,
We are starting 17
lost the
feet.
wheel on my chair.
Bumper set, 17 feet off the end. Attempt number one. Come over here.
I think the chair's gone.
Just practice. Oh, really? Good girl, Scarlet. Yep. Moving that bumper now out 1 foot to 18 feet off the end. Little Miss Scarlet. Bumper now set 18 feet off the end.
What's this? 18?
Attempt number one coming up right here, 18 feet off the end. Good run by Scarlet. Near grab. You can't have that one, baby Scarlet. You got to earn that one. Second and final run coming right here, 18 feet off the end of that dock. We either get a catch here, move on to 19 feet, or a second miss at this distance would end their air retrieve splash, numbered 102. One final dog remains after this. It will be Bullet. Isn't that right? Yep. Good girl, Scarlet. Great run down the dock. Unfortunately, that double miss will conclude their splash. Bumper set, 11 feet off the end for Bullet for a practice jump. Good boy, Bullet. Good boy. Where you going, mister? Nicole's baby Bullet. Bullet now starting 13 feet off the end of that dock. Attention, all competitors immediately following this will be very shortly into handlers meeting for the final splash of the weekend. Good boy, Bullet, easy grab, 13 feet off the end of the dock that time. Bumper now set 14 feet off the end for guest handler Aubrey and Bullet. Good boy, Bullet. That will conclude Air Retrieve Splash 102 at the Prehistoric Plunge here at Dogmode. Attention, all competitors, I need you to start heading back. We're just getting ready to start the handlers meeting for the final splash of the weekend. Oh. And we'll be back on our live stream here in just a few moments. Give us 10, 15 minutes maybe.